Brace yourselves. The news that a lot of Scream fans have been waiting for many years now is officially happening. Matthew Lillard will reprise his role of Stu Macher in Scream 7. But before we get into it, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like and comment on the video, and if you're able, please sign up for channel memberships for exclusive content, which really helps us out. Anyway, let's get back to Woodsboro. So, Lillard is one of several franchise veterans who are confirmed to return to the next installment of the horror franchise. Scream 7's star-studded cast already includes Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott, Courtney Cox as Gail Weathers, Jasmine Savoy Brown as Mindy Meeks-Martin, Mason Gooding as Chad Meeks-Martin, Joel McHale as Sidney's husband Mark Evans, and Scott Foley in an unknown role. Lillard shared on Instagram that he is returning in Scream 7 by writing a note stating one of Stu's iconic lines from the first movie.
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad.
Despite being killed when a TV was dropped on his head by Sidney in the original Scream, there has been speculation that Stu could return in Scream 7. The speculation appears to have been warranted as Stu is now officially among the sequel's cast of characters. Let's take a look at the video he posted on his Instagram. In Scream, Lillard played Stu Macher, one of the two Ghostface killers, alongside his pal Billy Loomis. Both characters are killed off at the end of the film, or at least seemingly so, with Stu taking a television set to the face, as I previously said. In previous years, Lillard has hinted that there were tentative plans to bring Stu back for a twist in an unmade version of Scream 3, which would have revealed that the character survived. In the years since, however, there has been no indication that Stu is alive, though Lillard has continued to express his openness to reprising that role in some way. As of now, it can only be speculated how Lillard will be able to return. I don't think it's possible for Scream 7 to follow through on revealing that Stu has been alive this whole time, waiting 30 years to carry out another attack on Neve Campbell's Sidney Prescott. Stu could also possibly have a twin brother who suddenly enters the picture, potentially even becoming a victim of the new movie's Ghostface. But perhaps the most realistic scenario is that Stu will be seen as a hallucination. Scream 6 set a precedent for this when Sidney had visions of Billy. Ahead of Lillard's casting, it was reported that Scott Foley, who played Ghostface killer Roman Bridger in Scream 3, had joined the cast. This now marks multiple former Ghostface killers revealed to be in Scream 7, and there's a good chance this will mean that Sidney is having more visions of the Ghostfaces who have tormented her in years past. In terms of what the recent casting announcement means for the story, it's intriguing that two former Ghostface actors, Lillard and Foley, are back. The return of multiple Ghostface actors could indicate where the story is heading, potentially with a no-holds-barred ending to the franchise that brings as many characters back as possible. Scream 7's latest casting announcement further capitalizes on the nostalgia of the long-running franchise. 29 years ago, Lillard proved that he could make a Scream movie scary and funny at the same time, and there is little doubt that his presence will help achieve this balance again in the newest installment. Now that many of the characters and casting choices are known, one of the next key steps will be learning more about the plot of Scream 7 and how these characters tie together. What do you think about this revelation? Is it good news that Matthew Lillard Stu is returning in Scream 7? And how do you think he will return considering he's meant to be dead? Let me know in the comments below.